Very bright. I'm trying to like figure out whether people like put this down because this is awkward as shit. Like, no. Like, this is weak. Day 1, sorry. So excited. Oh, Jesus. That's my face. Look what's on my face. Oh, fuck. Heading for my first session. My first session on our program. I have to do fasted, which I'm not too fucking happy about. I don't train fasted ever. It's not even cardio, it is a form of kind of a weight circuit. So no, I'm being really positive. I was trying to get the camera ready and just get everything, getting like measurements and weigh myself. It's just like everything is just like a starting point, so it's really good. You are literally gonna see me in this jumper 6 days out of 7 days out of the week. They're like, do you have any other clothes, Jade? No, I do not. I'm always fucking cold. Always slagging some work, me and my other friend Laura. She also lives, but we always are two cold creatures that are like, put on the heating, please. I will not vlog this, not a chance in hell. Just to kind of get started, like I'm so used to doing my own circuits where this is gonna be quite different for me. Remember everything with like sets and reps, just getting used to it all. Not too bad. I'm like positive mindset. And so last night I was like to myself, do you know, before you start a diet, and it's the whole wanting to clear out the fridge kind of mood. And we were in Tesco's. I'm obsessed with like chewy and sweet and then salted caramel squares bars, and I actually was like, I was with my friend Sinead, and I was like, oh, will I get them? Well, I'm not going to be able to have it for the next 5 months, and I kept trying to justify it, and I just turned around and I was like, I love a Big Mac. All I have to say, hands down, went down so well with everyone. The amount of positive feedback I got was insane. I just did not know how to thank everyone. They were saying such nice things. I wasn't expecting it at all. It was lovely. Between family members, girls I hadn't seen since school, college friends, you know, people that just weren't, I didn't think that were interested in it, or that are interested in macros, interested in lifting. You know, they mightn't track the whole progress, but it was lovely to see that kind of support from everyone. And because it's a big step, and it's so scary. I was breaking it all day. Someone said something to me yesterday, and God love them, they got the head eaten off them, and I didn't mean to. I genuinely, I was just like, my nerves were up and down. Whereas me, I need to take some pre-workout and actually wake up for this session. Oh, sure. That's what people. Yeah, take this off. Session 1 down. That. Ah, shut up. Hold on. Oh, sorry. As I said, not very good with the new technology. So session 1 down. It was Jaycee, absolute saved me. Well, look yous, warts and all. People had always said to me, you're not going to push yourself as hard as someone else would. Now I was like, you know, I would be. I'm not going to be like, I push myself the hardest. No, I don't, because you're never going to, you know, to get into that anaerobic stage, your muscles. Slowly throughout, I'll talk you through what I kind of do at my session. There's no point in saying it all now, because it could change, could play around. People could go, oh yeah, I'll do that, and it mightn't accommodate to their goals. So I don't want to mislead anyone either. So it took way longer than I expected, but one downfall was I used to probably give myself too many breaks. Like, yeah, I'd spend 4 hours in the gym, but now, I'm not saying I'd spend a half an hour ranting, but I could spend 2 minutes in between sets when you probably should only spend about 30 seconds. And it's kind of about pushing yourself in the stamina sense of it, and like the cardiovascular respiratory. So I've no cardio, like I said, I've no cardio, but that was like a kind of a form of a HIIT circuit. Two exercises in it that I'd never done introduced my training, just because they were uncomfortable. I didn't like them. My body naturally doesn't go that way, and it was good. Like, this camera was actually kind of shaking. I'm trying to lean my hand up against it, and I'm going to get food now. It's still quite low carb, nothing too replenishing. Like, it's not a big post workout meal like I'd usually have, like what my waffles are at. And I'm actually training tonight as well. Before anyone says that, and oh my god, she wears makeup to the gym. Yes, I do wear makeup to the gym. It makes me feel better. It's not for anyone else. It's what, like, brows. Like, if you at the end, I don't go out like at night time or go. I'm in the gym half the day. It's technically, now I'm not gonna say my social life, because I don't go around having the absolute chats with everyone and all, but I want to feel better. Sorry, she's always ringing me. Start day one though.
Do you know what it should have been, lads? A chef. That's what it should have been. 2 eggs, 2 egg whites, 100 grams of cherry tomatoes, 15 grams of spinach, and 20 grams of chorizo. So high fat, high protein, low carb. That's happening. Bye.
Yeah, so how can we just thought I'd check in. We call this a check-in. Just finished work and the gym for the second time today. Making sure I'm kind of thinking it through of it's just a different kind of program than I've done before. I know this is the reality of the whole tough life situation. Like, if you can see, my ma's gonna absolutely annihilate me later on. Do you ever whoever cooks broccoli and asparagus just plain or steams it understands the smell of it in the house? Or even when I'm in work, someone came in the other day and was like, we always know when Jay's on lunch because the smell of broccoli broccoli smells like fart. Just when you open the Tupperware, milling this entire box of vegetables. My mom's gonna be like, Jay, why does the car smell so bad? It's not my fault, ma'am. These are the sacrifices that we have to make for the competition. So at the moment, this is very nice. Frank's is my one. It's great. It's, you know, the hot Frank's sauce. No calories in it, but like, sure, you know, there's a little bit, everything in moderation. It gives it a little bit of flavour because I just kind of steam my veg. I can see it on the camera and I'm like, that's so embarrassing, and I'm just not recording it again because I don't want to wipe it off. And yes, I am in this jumper again because, like I said, I'm bleeding, freezing 24/7. So that is not true. I was drinking water. I was being really good. I have to say, if you're wanting to up your water intake, one of these, hands down, is the best one. I just refill them. 44. So I would find it very hard to drink unflavoured water. If you're putting a Baroque in it, perfect. Like, it just gives it a little bit of flavour. I don't generally use my Wadi or anything like that because that's where your carbs are gonna higher up, and at the moment I have to be really careful with carbs, so I'm just not gonna flavour that. Or what I have in this one is BCAAs, muscle recovery, and that. I use the Extend one in watermelon flavour. Absolutely love. Now they're really strong flavourings. Like, that's a scoop in a tube. I think them bottles are 2.2 litres and it's really strong. Now, I just want to make a note that I am not sponsored by any companies. So when I'm when I say, oh, that's the Extend one, I'm saying it because I've used a couple and that's my favourite. I'm not saying it because, oh yeah, she's trying to shout out. I'm not. I genuinely am. I absolutely love that brand. I've tried and tested last year. I've tried out a couple of ones between protein. I'm thinking of doing one where all my supplements are in it. So like, I'll include my pre-workout. I've tried so many pre-workouts. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm an absolute caffeine hun. I live off the shit. But it's great. Like, when you are so low calorie and you really want to push yourself that extra bit more on workouts, or if you're having a 10-hour shift and you have to eat low carbs, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to starve myself and eat. It's not about that, but you want to keep your energies for your training, and you know, your burst energy, and then you want to replenish your muscles. That's when your high carb meal is going to be like looking at me like, oh, what the fuck is that? I am recording myself. I'm having the chats myself because that's what I do. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Actually, yeah, I was coming out this morning and I was doing this in the gym car park, so I just thought that'd be the logical place to be. I'd never fucking do it again, not a chance. Your man was, I could see him, he was pulling up beside me, but he was like gawking. He was so obviously fucking interested in what I was doing. And I'm not even messing, he crashed the car right in front of you. There was like a pole, as you know, when you're hitting it, when you're pulling in, and there was just at the bottom of the car, he literally went smack into it. I just burst out laughing. I actually might have recorded here. I might put it in for the shits. Fuck it, like, why not? I am well, we can say why. Day one was the first vlog. Day one of vlogging around the place, and I made someone crash their car. I was gas. Right, I have to eat this and go to the gym. Right, so last session of the day done in the gym. Hence the pretty hair. So funny, I came in and I was like telling my dad, and I was like, oh lads, I'll make waffles, like, and it's like, so I don't care. I was like, yeah, but I'm vlogging it. Mom came in, she was like, now Jade, you're not gonna get
this in it, and just because she said it, like she's such a clean freak, it's just so funny. Look, all the Christmas, they're taking down the Christmas decorations obviously. Okay mom, okay mom. Anyways, so post-workout waffles, I'm so excited. I've been so low carb all day. I actually haven't really noticed it today because my diet today is actually generally really high fat, and I'm not used to that many fats at all, so balance off each other. So first of all, I am going to show you kind of what macros are in. I might actually put them up on the screen. That'll probably make more sense. There's not very pretty lighting over here. So pretty much this is the setup. Please note this for 2 seconds. Does anyone else's mom peg stuff? Like peg? That does not go. That's on food. Anyway, lots of unsweetened almond milk, 2 egg whites, 24 grams of this protein. I absolutely love this protein. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by Atten, but the Cytec one, this is genuinely the nicest one I've tasted. Chocolate cookies and cream. I just generally like it. So I use the Fry Light spray so obviously it doesn't stick to the waffle maker. Of course, my scale that is actually currently manky. So a teaspoon of baking powder. If you're being careful about your sodium, just be careful of that. And then toppings. Anyone that has me on Instagram absolutely knows I love my toppings. So they're the kind of 3. I'll literally NutriBullet everything, and we kind of go from there. So this is also water. Drink your water, guys. Hydrate. So this is my beloved waffle maker. Pretty. Imagine I open it now and it's absolutely manky or something. Well, it's not too bad. My dad always gives out to me for leaving it on. I'm like, oh dad, that's not my fault. I just got really hungry. 2. My mom likes to keep the yolk. She goes, Match, that's a waste of food. Yes, mother, yeah. I will put 100 mils of unsweetened almond milk. It's like, by the way, as you can see on my scale, you already have something, like want to measure something, you have something in a jar already. Turn off your scales, put the item on it, then turn it on. So as you can see, it's to 0 and then you can add it. So it's really handy instead of using loads of different bowls and then adding stuff in. The little NutriBullet tub. Like I said, turn it off, turn it back on again. It's gonna go to 0. At the moment, I'm using 24 grams of protein. I know that's really random, but it's just what fits into my macros today. Okay. Let's see. Teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder is a great volumizer. It's what everyone uses in the Bell Sanders brownies. If you ever heard them, I actually have them on my Instagram, so I'll show you them another day anyways. So I'm gonna go to 0 again, on and off. I'm gonna go up to 0, and I'm gonna add, oh shit. Oh, I actually have measured. So everything I macro and weigh and eat and that I track by my MyFitnessPal. It's a brilliant app. If you haven't heard of it, go get it. It's absolutely brilliant. So I have everything measured out. I'm gonna see, can you now? 100 mils of unsweetened almond milk, 24 grams of whey protein, 35 grams. Oh, so that's fine. That's okay. And did you see that 40 grams of peanut butter? Yes, my fats are that high today. How fab is that? And the salt caramel. If any Dr. Zach's, they do them in all different flavors. Amazing. So I just use normal oats. It doesn't really matter. Everything's being NutriBullet, so they're all going in this one. And ground oats, in fairness, are probably more expensive. Like, you buy them by the bag. I think they're like $2.50 for that organic, just whole oats. And you can kind of do whatever you want with it. So there's my dried ingredients, wet ingredients. I don't know. And yeah, so I'm just gonna pop that in, put the 2 of them together. It really is this simple. And NutriBullet again. So just let that kind of sit for a second. If you add air after you put in baking powder, it kind of rises that little bit more. Gets a little bit more fluffier. So obviously, more fluffy, more volume. Tiny bit of the Fry Light spray. Bacon. Such a good sound. Such a good sound. Reminds me of getting food. Bruh. Really small amount. Make sure it's covered. That's so good. I'm so hungry right now. I'm gonna let that kind of set for 2 seconds. just a couple of minutes, just until it rises, and then I'll pop it down. I actually probably put a bit too much in that, but you look, fine. Now that is a beautiful blob of peanut butter. Like, stop. Oh, my strength not to eat this. There you go. Sprinkle a little bit. Myself. Oh my god. Look. Like, why? That's actually, I think, the exact same spot that the water was. And here they were. Oh. That's the mother. That ends my last vlog of the day. I can't stop looking at that straight. That's what I'm gonna do. Again, thank you all so much for watching. It's so good. like it's a completely different experience, kind of what I'm used to. People let me know what topics they want me to cover, just as a, if you kind of get a chance, even just write the name of a topic. I'd love to go over something, or how I approach that. You know, people might have different opinions about it, but I'll try my best to kind of do that. And please give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and press the subscribe button. I want to see some more of this. Such pretty. Maybe I could do a hair tutorial. Yeah, that could be my next video. We shall see you next time.